What is up, YouTube? I've been doing this newsletter recently, and I already did a little thing on Instagram about why I think it's important to actually be writing a newsletter rather than using ChatGPT and AI for it. But one of the things I said in it, and it felt really true, and it's something I've been thinking a lot about lately, because this guy came up out of nowhere and he was talking to me at a gas station, and he asked me how I stay motivated all the time, or how I stay driven to push forward and to do things X, Y, and Z. And it was funny because it was 6 a.m. and I just finished a workout, and I probably looked like I was grinding, but I just couldn't sleep any later. I had nothing else to do, so I went to the gym early. And the truth is, I feel like I go through these phases in life where I have so much drive, so much going forward, and I often end up overextending myself. And then these seasons of life where I don't really have a lot of drive, and I don't really know where I'm going or what to do and all the things. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. And it's been a year of retirement and letting kind of life open and opening doors for things to happen. And then having Blake, our new baby, and then being home for a long period of time and being pulled away from everything else has been incredible. I love the extra time with my family, but the truth is, I know that I want to pursue more. I want to be pulled towards a big mission where I have my family, which is my most important thing, but I still want to be pulled towards another mission, another purpose to have, contribution. And I feel like it's really hard to find that drive, because I truly believe that I don't even need to say that motivation is kind of bullshit. It doesn't last, because everyone knows that. You need to find what truly pulls you and what drives you. You need to find what you're emotionally connected to, which is such a challenging thing right now, because there's so many opinions on follow your passion, you need to do this, you should be doing this way, you shouldn't be doing things out of insecurity, you shouldn't be trying to seek your self-worth in success and all these things. And I totally agree, you shouldn't be. But if it's where you're at and it's driving you, it's creating energy to fuel you, to propel you in a direction towards something, then at least that's momentum. At least it's direction. At least you're going somewhere rather than sitting and doing nothing. I'm definitely driven by very different things in my life now than I was in the past, but I never really was driven by money because I wasn't around it, and I just wanted enough to feel safe. So when I got that, it didn't feel pulled to me, but I was being driven a lot by significance, by feeling like I was seen and I was significant and I had purpose. And a lot of my Olympia and social media and stuff was really driven and pulled by that. And honestly, at times my identity was so attached to it that when I got injured or I got a setback or all these things, I was so overwhelmed. And on the outside, someone might be like, who cares? You hurt yourself, what does it mean? But I felt like I was losing myself if I couldn't get on stage, or I was going to lose my Olympia, because I attached so much to that. And is that healthy long term? Absolutely not. But does it create a lot of energy and a really strong pull to drive you towards working towards something that is really fucking hard so you can accomplish something amazing? 100%. And along that journey, I was able to discover that the health wasn't really healthy to be doing that. So I think when you're young, what I'm trying to get at is sometimes it isn't about finding your passion or finding a healthy way to do things. It's kind of finding, maybe there's two paths. There's probably more, but it's what's top of mind right now. One, just what you're good at. If you're good at something, start it. The momentum and success, that will create passion. I promise you, being good at something creates passion. It's not always oh, I really like dogs, so I'm going to become a vet. It's no, I'm really good at understanding complex problems this way, or communicating about this thing, or doing this, whatever. Well, I'm going to try and find a career to pursue that, and then I'm going to be really even better at it, and I'll become successful, and then I will love being good at that. But also, if you want to fucking make a shit ton of money because you, I don't know, were picked on for being poor, and now you want to fucking drive around in a Porsche, is that going to make you happy long term and leave you fulfilled? No. But is it going to drive you forward for a moment to create a life where you become the person, have the confidence and have the abundance to take a step back and look at what really will make you happy? 100%. So I think in one season of your life, it's very important just to find what you're good at and what's going to pull you. What do you really care about? You're if you're young and you're 20 years old and I don't care about money and fame and success, but deep down you're I really fucking envy these people who have all this shit. Well, you're just lying to yourself, and you're going to put yourself in this box of lack of drive. And then as you grow out of that, which is the season I'm in now, where you have enough, you have all the things, you've experienced the things, and you've experienced that they don't fulfill you, you need to find what's next. And I really think there's a level of contribution in my life where I want to take a lot of the things I've learned and abundance I've received, mentally and physically, and be able to give that back. And I don't know where that is. And I really want to start having a creative outlet, which I've spoken about before. And there's a few things and a few projects I have coming up that will really help that. But the truth is, I don't have a big answer in this right now of what's pulling me, but I just know it's different things. And there's this ability to understand your brain and your own thoughts and to feel things and like be aware of your thoughts when you're in a season of transition that I think creates proper self-understanding to create a life that you actually want, which is what I'm in and just trying to understand myself. And what the point of my newsletter was that understanding that having anchors in those in-between seasons, or when you're overwhelmed and overextended and really stressed out, having an anchor, or when you don't know what's going on and you feel lost and you have no momentum, then you have an anchor of at least you have that. And for me, that was always the gym. And that's why the gym was so important to me. You can always build momentum. I can always step in the gym, create some confidence, some consistency, and move forward with something. And beyond that, if I start talking about like the values of which you live your life, I'll go on forever. But finding what values are most important to you and making sure that your actions are aligning with that. Anchor number 2. Anchor number 3 is relationships. You know, having Courtney, where like when I felt like I was going to lose an Olympia, or if I felt like I had to retire or was pulling away, or I was losing part of myself, but I always had her in that same constant that loved me whether or not I was Mr. Olympia or was winning or losing or had money or didn't or whatever. That makes you feel so safe. It's such an anchor to security, and having that person to be able to communicate with in those hard times is so fucking important. And I'm just in this like wrap up of season where like what used to drive me was I found something I was good at, which was bodybuilding and fitness and sharing my story and my life and sharing my thoughts on things, which led to money, which also drove me at one point, because we all want to have enough money to feel safe and successful and have enough things. We live in America. Like, we're all a little bit conditioned to that at a young age, and if you're not, probably lying to yourself. And then when I grew out of that, it's like, okay, well, at least I still have my anchors. I know what's most important to me: my character, my family, how I show up as a man, honesty, all these things. I'm still being that person, so at least I'm good. I have my relationships, I have my wife, I have my family, so I'm good. I'm focusing on that. I have that. I have the gym where I can go and I can work hard at something. I can push myself, so I have that. So at least I feel safe in this interim where I don't exactly know what the specific thing is that will be pulling me and motivating and bringing purpose in my life outside of those 3 things that I mentioned. So there's no answer here. It's just kind of a random thought, and I know I'm not the only one who often gets in these moments of feeling lost. So I just truly think having your anchors that keep you important and understanding that you evolve. If I kept searching after significance and more followers and more Olympia titles and more money, and I was like, well, that made me happy then, so maybe if I get more of it now, I'll get more happy. That's where the problem lies. You need to understand that that's a season, and it doesn't leave you fulfilled when it's coming from an unhealthy place. It gets you to a place where you can look at things differently, to look at yourself differently, to really figure out what will fulfill you. So being in that season, that's where those anchors are super important. So this is like a really unorganized framework of which I like think about life all the time, that keeps me from losing my mind sometimes, to be completely honest. So right now, that's what I'm seeking. Somewhere I can give back and feel like I'm contributing in a positive manner, out of a place of gratitude for seeing how much amazing things I've been given in my life, and also touching into some more creative aspects of life, of wanting to do things out of pure creation of what my mind thinks of them, rather than seeing and copying and just trying to receive. So I think those 2 things, are creative and contribution, are like a next thing that's like gonna be where I find a lot of drive and purpose in my life. So a lot of things in social media are weird, because like you don't want to share something too early, and there's like secrets and stuff and whatever, but I really want to take you guys along that journey this year, so I will be doing that. But until then, I hope, at least if you're going through a moment right now where you feel kind of lost, this helps you. And I hope you're focusing on relationships. I hope you take a dive and look at what values are most important to you, so you can align your life to it. And I hope you work out hard as fuck every day, because that is so good for your mental health. And it's such a good anchor to have. And the more you get at working out, the more enjoyable it is. And then when you have a really shitty time and you go to the gym and you're strong as fuck so you can deadlift 500 pounds, it makes you feel better than going to the gym and deadlift 135 pounds. It just does. You're good at stuff, it's more fun. That's reality. So get good at working out, get strong as fuck, use that, become consistent, and it will be there for you forever. And understand that these seasons come and go. If you do it right and you look inside yourself, you will find what drives you to find real fulfillment in life. I'm not there yet, but I still have a lot of fulfillment, but I'm still searching for something a little else right now. So take you guys on that journey. But for now, it's fucking upper body day. I'm training some chest and back today. I'm gonna get a beautiful pump. So stay tuned. All right, so I don't even know what to call it today. It's similar to the past workout I did with a little bit of isometric holds, isodynamic into full range of motion reps. Gonna do a little bit of like a shoulder warm up I've been doing that's helping me warm up, but also stabilize my shoulders a little bit more. So I'll run you guys through that. But that's pretty much what's going on today with a nice little upper body day. First, proprioception shoulder warm up thing. I kind of suck at these, so don't judge me, but like you get better, that's life. Is I'm just driving my shoulder into the ball and I'm trying to like push off of it, opening my legs, and then I'm opening my shoulder up and down while balancing on the ball. So just that like stabilization helps warm up and stabilize everything in your shoulder. So I'm trying to like push through, reach to the sky, and then collapse the shoulder touching the ground. Our second little thing, it's called like shoulder cars. You guys have probably seen me do these a lot. Trying to pull the shoulder to the socket as much as you can without pulling it with something else, but just stretching. And then you're twisting your hand and then reaching out across this way as far as you can, top of the head, and the whole time you're trying to reach out, out, out. Get to the top, get the little extra reach, rotate, and then same thing, reach as far back as you can, pushing away from you. Go back and forth 3 times. And it looks like not much is happening, but your shoulders, you can just feel them like opening back up and lengthening. It feels really good every time I do this. And I try and hold myself close to a bar so I'm not like cheating with my body too much. All right, last technical warm up, just the basic shoulder rotator on a bench. Super easy to do. I went through a phase where I was doing this like an exercise where I was doing multiple sets, increasing load, and now I just try and do them at the beginning of some upper body workouts, just to like maintain the strength I had built. But you guys have seen these, nothing new. But doing these consistently, even just one set, beginning of workouts, can help your shoulders a lot. All right, so first technical superset of this workout. It's supposed to be like rings, like gymnastic rings, but I don't have that. So TRX machine push-ups, I'm gonna put my feet up here, hang on there, helps with stability. I can get a really deep stretch that way by using my body weight from it. Trying to keep my whole body straight like I was doing on that leg workout, keeping my core engaged, pelvic engaged, and then I'm gonna superset that with supinated pull-ups. They're deceivingly more difficult for me. But when this is my 3rd week doing this movement, I think. First week, my shoulders like hurt, especially my left one was like in pain and clicking and didn't want to go that far back in the stretch position. And then there, first set, and I felt no pain. So it's nice to put yourself into new movements where you actually adapt to it rather than feeling worse. So body's moving in the right direction. But yeah, the goal is just like 10 to 12 reps, if I can get that far, and then holding in that stretch. And I'm not trying to like do an isometric contraction necessarily with my pec. I'm actually trying to squeeze my back together. So I'm like getting my traps used to being locked into the ultimate chest stretch position and really just stretching my pecs out. Ooh. Ooh, man, I suck at those. Trying to do at least a 2-second pause, stop my momentum at the bottom there, and then pull all the way up, chin genuinely like much above, trying to pull my, what am I trying to say? Whatever these are, my hands, to touch my chest up here. Because that position, being strong here, is so good for posture. I feel like I'm not the only one who has horrible posture, neck pain, and wants to be able to stand like this naturally. That's why I obsess over talking it with all my movements. Because a better standing body is also a healthier body, which is less likely to get injured.
Feels so empty in here without the car.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So funny. People are always like, do you miss this? Do you regret that? Did you wish you didn't get rid of that? I'm always like, no. I feel like I should say yes, because I loved it.
Yeah.
And it looked cool as shit there, but like, it's just a car, you know?
Yeah.
I had some good memories and then life goes on. It was my Olympia prep car. Now that season is gone. Now I have more room in my gym. I like minimal free space.
Yeah.
And my gym is a little bit crowded, so I gotta get rid of some equipment probably, or shuffle things around, make it more space, or just buy another old car and put it in the spot. All right, next little superset, nothing very innovating. I'm doing a wide grip T-bar row. The pull down was definitely a little bit more lat, so I'm trying to stay a little bit wide, get my rhomboids in, get a nice contraction, and then chest supported cable flock. I haven't done this in a while, and they feel damn good on the chest. Feel pretty good.
Yeah.
Nice doing some simpler bodybuilding-esque movements. I still have like a pinch in my shoulder all the time. And in that photo shoot I have upcoming, one of the things I have to do is bench. And I haven't benched in forever because of my shoulder.
So figured instead of never benching until I can bench 405, might as well bench 135 when I'm fatigued at the end of a workout. See how it feels, get my body used to the movement. And then at least when that shoot comes, whatever I have to do in the shoot, I don't just hurt myself more than I need to. Holy shit, yeah, I'm weak at benching now. I was like, I can do 20 reps, no problem. And that wasn't as easy as I thought it would be. I should be able to do 225 for like 30 reps. But it didn't hurt that bad. Barely hurt at all, honestly. That's good progress. This is another really good movement for posture, of course, but also for genuine like upper back development. If you set your ribs right on the top of the bench, so you're like mid-spine, can kind of bend over it without leaning your full body over, it really stretches your scapula like all the way, and then you can like tuck it all the way back. And I'm holding the rope with my thumb close to the plastic, so I'm getting that rotation at the back. You can really feel like right into that mid rhomboid, just like tucking under, which is really hard movement to get like that tight contraction. Like in a row or something, you're not getting that full rotation from your elbows. That's why you bench with one plate, guys. Oh man, mini heart attack. Jesus. This is why you walk before you can run when you haven't benched in forever. All right, it's a good workout. I'm dropping everything. All right, with that near-death experience, that is the end of this workout. I'm gonna go home and get some carbs because I gotta rebuild my skinny ass. So I'll see you guys there. The official update of the family of four.
Are we on?
Yeah, you're on.
Family of four.
I feel like that's the craziest thing because I have a family of four, you're a family of four. It's like
Yeah.
we're already there.
This is wild, I know. It's so
Just significantly too young to have two children.
Yeah, I know.
What do you think? Did you just wake up from a nap? You have your little bear? Oh, you don't know what to think. Want to smile or no?
Yeah, after week one with the baby, we're all like, you hold the baby, then you go to Bradley, and Bradley feels like a giant.
Yeah.
Like when I see Courtney when she was asleep in your arms the other night, in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Like it looked so weird.
Yeah, I know.
Because you hold the baby like that, and then Bradley's like hanging out of your
I
arms.
know.
She's a big girl now.
So yeah, this is it, guys. Family of four. Kind of crazy. Been in the trenches a little bit, can't lie.
Right? Just a little. See, I just got over being sick. You got your sister sick, but that's okay. And mommy. And Debbie. And it's not your fault. We took you out for once.
And she got sick. I know. And I was trying to avoid at all costs her getting sick.
We went to one small cafe. We're two people in the restaurant. And we got sick.
Yeah, that's all right though. But we're out here surviving and thriving. We have this little one. She's 5 weeks old now. Her name's Blake. So we have Bradley and Blake.
Easier or harder than you thought to have 2 kids?
Okay, so here's
can't really judge that
my
in this
take.
phase.
When you become a first-time parent, you just don't really know what you're doing. Well, I'll speak for myself. I didn't really know what I was doing, so it was very overwhelming, like trying to keep a little human alive and be like, okay, how do I figure out this and this and this? Where this go around, I'm like, oh, I know how to swaddle. Like I remember in the hospital, we didn't even know how to like wrap her in a blanket.
Yeah.
Didn't know how to change a diaper. Like all the things. Hi, baby.
We also just thought she was gonna die in her sleep.
Yeah, like the breathing, like everything was just like so like, oh my gosh, is she okay? Oh, she's getting it's okay. But this go around, it doesn't like that doesn't feel as overwhelming. Like, oh, I know how to change a diaper. I know how to pump. I know how to do all these things. But it's just trying to manage time with 2. God bless my mother. She lives with us because she helps a lot with this little one. So I can like play with her if Chris is gone or, you know, because Bradley is still, in my eyes, you okay, baby? Like a baby, kind of, you know? She's not even 2 yet. She's 21 months old. So she doesn't really understand, what'd you think? She doesn't like get that this is like sister, this is baby. So there's been moments of, it's okay, of like jealousy, you know? But
which might be better though, because if she's old enough to get it, she'd be more jealous.
Yeah. Okay, you gonna
Wanna run
go?
free?
You wanna be, you can get out of the video. You don't need to be in this anymore. You never even had to.
White bear?
You want your bear? Is this a baby? Watch. Do you want to give baby a kiss? Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, she's
actually,
sick.
let's not. do that.
She's coughing. Okay. You want to cough on the baby's head?
She does give baby sister a kiss on the forehead. Oh, see, now she wants to play. She's trying to pull Christopher off the couch. She's like,
Get
come on.
summoned. We're all being summoned.
Ooh, you're a little shy girly. It's crazy hair. She just woke up from a nap. She gets it from me. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, so this is it, guys. All right, I'm going to turn this way. We're already kind of sick. She has it the worst.
I used to make fun of everyone I knew who, like, at work who had kids because they were sick all the time. Like, what's wrong with you, dude? Your immune system, that shit? And they're like, wait till you have kids.
They say
They
a
just
toddler
get
is
sick.
like a walking, like, petri dish of just, like, illness. You know, they just pick things up. But, yeah. So this is it. We're surviving and thriving to the best of our abilities. And, yeah.
Bum said family is now a family of 4.
4. That's it, right?
We'll see.
He's like, no.
You
And I'm
never
like,
know.
we're done. It's done.
God's plan. I don't
It
know,
is
something's
God's
just
plan. I'm
happened.
super grateful. We have 2 children, healthy children. We're good. And yeah, that's it. You like being a toddler dad better than a newborn dad?
I say as a man, it's much easier to be a dad to a toddler who can play and interact a little more. Take her to the park, push her down the slide, all the things.
Like, do you still feel weird holding a newborn?
Oh.
No.
But it's you feel more useless as a man. I don't have breast milk coming out of me and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think we're evolved the same to deal with that as much.
Yeah.
All right,
Are
we're
you
being
over
summoned,
it?
so that's
Okay.
a wrap.
Can you say bye?
Thank you guys for watching.
Say bye-bye.
Say bye, Bradley.
Say bye.
Bye-bye.
No. Okay, you want to just go play with some of your toys? Play-Doh? We'll figure it out. Okay, bye, guys.